What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome to another new series, exciting series on a Mark 1 Suzuki 1200 Bandit. This is probably the cheapest Bandit available in the UK when I bought it. I'll tell you how much I paid for it at the end, so hang about, but we'll just give a quick once over, see what there is to do on it. So, from the start, up front, let's get the mileage over with. 40,000, quite a lot, but as you can see, it's pretty damn tidy. It's been well looked after. It's got heated grips on it from Oxford. Mirrors and everything else look okay. Not convinced this is the original headlight that's on it. You know, if anybody knows, you can let me know in the comments. But that looks different to ones that I've seen previously. Don't like these indicators. They're going to have to go. Forks start at the front end. Fork legs are really tidy. Let's get the Takiko, or whatever you call it, 6 pots. Discs are clean. Wheels are clean. I think they're polished at some point. Tyres are pretty good. Paintwork's pretty nice. It's got braided lines on it. I might change out these for 4-pot Nissans and much better brakes altogether. Now I bought this as a project, and I'll tell you for why. Because somebody's been in about the carbs. As you can see, they've not put them back on properly. So you can see at the back of the airbox there, they're not quite on. So I'll sort that out. What I'll do is I'm going to take these carbs out, strip them, clean them, and give them a good once over. The rest of it's all pretty tidy. It's got a fuel system on it, as you can see. Spring loaded. I'm not sure 100% if the downpipes are Yoshi, but the tail can is, so it should sound extremely fit. Also at the back here, you'll notice there's no rear caliper because it's been taken off for new seals. I've got that in a box. Torque arm, looks like it's been painted at some point. Again, more horrible white indicators. The paintwork, it's not too bad, but there is a few little scratches on it, like here. A few scratches there. There's also a dent in the tank, you can just see it just there. Not that I'm too bothered. The seat's quite intact, they usually rip around the front. This one doesn't have any rips on it, so that's a bonus. It's obviously had some form of cheap shitty alarm on it at some point. It's been data tagged. Better just hide that, hadn't I? As you can see, the back end's fairly tidy. Out this side, more of the same. Somebody's painted these foot peg hanger mounts at some point. They're not meant to be like that, they might be silver. Same with these at the front. They might be silver too. And I'm not sure, but I suspect the engine might have been painted at some point. I don't remember it being as grey as that. If you look closely, there's a few bits that are a bit iffy. Again, you can see the carbs aren't quite on. These carburetors, the boy had 2 of these Bandits, and he took the carbs out of another one to put into this one, because these carbs are apparently better than ones that were in it. So I'm not sure whether they're gummed up or not, but like I say, I'm going to take the carbs out, strip them all down, ultrasonically clean them, and then we'll sort out the jetting for the exhaust and put them back on. What else is there? A few chips in the paint in the frame, there's one. There's also some at the front there, and there's a couple of chips around here. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to repaint the whole frame, strip the whole bike down and repaint the whole thing, or if I'm just going to touch it up, run it about for a while. Because it was a cheap bike, chances are I'll probably just touch it up. It's got radiator guard on it as well, always handy to have. Some ginormous crash bungs that I'm not that enamoured with. But yeah, overall it's pretty tidy. It's got a new battery in it. See on the cooler seat here. Overlook underneath. I can find the keys. Let's see what we have. Michelle. Okay, seats off. A new battery in it. You get a CDI there, obviously. There's a strap for this missing toolkit. I have got the rubber strap, but I don't have the toolkit, unfortunately. And like I say, these are just wires out of that annoying LED, which I would like to get shot of, to be honest. The panels are just thrown on loosely. As you can see, they're not tied down to anything. Same with the tank. I just put a couple of bolts in it to transport it up the road. There's that dent again. Quite annoying. But it's in pretty good nick for a 97. That's what, 27 years old, 28 years old. I'm absolutely delighted with it, to be honest. And you can have a guess in the comments what I paid for it. Wasn't a lot of money at all. So I defy MD to get better bang for their buck than this. It's obviously the 1200 engine that's in there. Like I say, I'm not keen on these crash bungs. A few chips in the paint here and there. But apart from that, it's really, really very clean, the age of it. Yeah, what do you think? Do you like it? I'm pretty sure you do. So for all this, I paid the grand sum of 800 British pounds. How's about that then? And if that's not a bargain, I don't know what is. Although saying that, I haven't heard it run yet, but that's the risk you take with non-runners. But I'm fairly certain that this bike will run. And a quick check, it turns over and all the rest of it, but I didn't get a chance to start it, obviously because of this carburetor situation. And I bought it before the guy had a chance to put the carbs back together, because obviously if he'd done that, he'd been wanting more money. So I just took the risk. I mean, even if it doesn't run, I'll sell it for, I could break it for more than 800 quid. So that's where we're at. That's part one. Excuse me. I've got the handles as well for the back. They're needing a paint. This is the rear caliper that's been taken off. Obviously needs seals. That's the strap for the toolkit and the plastic cover for the caliper. There's also a couple other little miscellaneous bolts in there for it. So overall, like I say, I'm absolutely delighted. The discs are fine. They're not warped or anything like that. Like I say, braided hoses. Frame is really tidy. They also tend to rust down here in between the two down tubes. This one's like new. You would never believe that this bike had done 40,000 miles, would you? And the front of the engine, they're usually covered in crap. It's sprayed off the road. This one, very, very tidy. To say I'm delighted would be putting it mildly. So that's the project. I'll be doing a mini series on it. There's not a huge amount to do to it, but depends if I decide to spray it all or just touch up the frame, or what I decide to do paintwork wise, and if I come across any problems with the engine. But at the moment I'm just writing out a list of bits that I need. Brake seals for one. I need some rubbers for the back of the tank here. They're missing. There's like rubbers that go in here, rubber grommets with steel inserts. Obviously there's a few bolts and nuts and whatnot missing, but I've got a decent selection. You can see it's wearing through there. That's just from the seat. And there's another bit over there. Yeah, just where the seat's been rubbing against it. But like I say, she's clean. It's not been messed about with. It's not been fannied about with. It's not got like those horrible bloody crimp-on connectors for cheap shitty Chinese indicators and the likes. It's a fairly standard bike. It looks like it's been pretty well looked after. The guy that had it before me was an older boy, so he was just giving up biking. So I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy with it. So just stick the seat back on it. Give you a final look. Then I'll sign off for today. And I'll come back once I get the carbs out. We'll maybe do a carb clean on these. They're relatively straightforward, but I'll have to jet them up to suit the fuel pipe if it hasn't already been jetted up, and possibly lower the needles a little touch. We'll see what like though. So that's it. Suzuki Bandit 1200, cheap as chips. I defy MD to buy a better bike for less money than that. 800 quid, cannot beat it. Delighted, just a bit. Right, that's me signing off. I'm not going to bore you too much to tears, but that's the bike as I bought it. Also, for my 800 quid, got a spare set of fork legs, because the guy had them and he wasn't going to use them, so I'll punt them on. Probably get 100 quid, 150 quid for them, so brings it down to 7, all adds up. And I'll get cracking, get some parts ordered, and get this baby back in the road and running. I can't wait to hear what it sounds like through that Yoshi. Should be mean as. Right, that's it for part 1. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe down below. Subscribe, you bastards. And I'll be back for part 2 in a couple of weeks. Bye.